What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a die-hard Cowboys fan or just someone keeping up with the NFL, you're going to want to stick around for this one, because today we've got some huge news that could shake up the entire league. Cooper Kupp. Yes, you heard that right. The superstar wide receiver from the Los Angeles Rams could be coming to the Dallas Cowboys in one of the most mind-blowing trades you've ever seen. Trust me, this is a move that could change the entire dynamic of the Cowboys' offense. Kupp is one of the best in the game, and bringing him to Dallas? It's a move that could put the Cowboys right back in Super Bowl contention. But before we dive deeper into what's happening and why this trade is even being talked about, do me a favor, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss breaking Cowboys news. Now let's get into it. So let's start with the man of the hour, Cooper Kupp. If you're not familiar, let me catch you up. Kupp has been one of the most dominant wide receivers in the NFL for the past few seasons. Back in 2021, he had a historic year, leading the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. He was also named the NFL Offensive Player of the Year, and he capped off his incredible season by helping the Rams win the Super Bowl with some game-defining plays. This guy is the definition of a playmaker, and honestly, when you think about it, he's exactly the kind of player the Cowboys need right now. But what's wild is that the Rams might actually be considering moving on from Kupp. Why? Because despite having a Super Bowl ring, the Rams are facing some serious struggles this season. Injuries, salary cap issues, and a rebuilding phase have put them in a position where moving Kupp might actually make sense for their future. So, could the Cowboys swoop in and steal him away? Well, let's break down how this could all go down. Now, the Cowboys have been so close to breaking through to the next level these past few years. We've got Dak Prescott at quarterback, CeeDee Lamb as our number one wideout, and one of the best defenses in the NFL. But the thing that has been holding this team back from truly being Super Bowl contenders has been consistency at the wide receiver position. Michael Gallup has had flashes of brilliance, and Brandon Cooks has been solid, but the Cowboys are still missing that true elite playmaker. Someone who can consistently make big plays and draw attention from defenses. This is where Cooper Kupp comes in. Imagine pairing him with CeeDee Lamb. You've got two dynamic wide receivers on the outside who can both burn defenders, make insane catches, and dominate games in the clutch. Kupp's route running is second to none, and we all know how dangerous Lamb can be when he's at his best. Together, the Cowboys' offense could become virtually unstoppable. But it's not just about how Kupp could impact the Cowboys' passing game. It's about how he would change the entire offense. Dak Prescott, as much as we all love him, has struggled at times when defenses key in on Lamb. Kupp would take away that pressure, forcing opposing defenses to pick their poison. You can't cover both Kupp and Lamb with just one cornerback each. That opens up the middle of the field for Cooks, Gallup, and even the tight ends. It opens up the run game for Tony Pollard, and it gives Dak the confidence to push the ball downfield. The Cowboys have been looking for a true number one receiver for years, and Kupp would immediately fill that void. But here's the kicker. Would the Rams even be open to trading Cooper Kupp? The answer isn't as crazy as it sounds. Let's face it, the Rams are no longer in Super Bowl contention. They've been hit with injuries, and while Stafford is still a talented QB, he's getting older, and the team around him is in need of a rebuild. The Rams have cap issues, and with Kupp's hefty contract, they might just see this as the right time to part ways with him. Sure, it's going to be tough for Rams fans to imagine their star receiver going elsewhere, but from a business standpoint, it could make sense. They might be thinking, Let's get some solid draft picks, develop the next generation of talent, and focus on building for the future. And what do the Cowboys have? Draft picks, young players, and plenty of cap space. This trade could work for both sides. What would the Cowboys have to give up to land Kupp? That's the million-dollar question. The Cowboys have some serious assets they could offer the Rams. First off, the Cowboys have a solid group of draft picks they could use as trade bait. A first-round pick, a second-round pick, and potentially a young player like a defensive piece, or maybe even someone like Michael Gallup, could get the deal done. The Rams might also want more, like a few mid-round picks or a future pick, but the Cowboys are in a position where they could make a big splash. As long as they can free up enough cap space, they could absorb Kupp's salary and still have room to make moves elsewhere. Now, let's talk about what this trade would really mean for the Cowboys. If Kupp lands in Dallas, not only would it give Dak Prescott the best receiving core he's ever had, but it would also take this offense to another level. Kupp has been known for being an incredible route runner, capable of getting open anywhere on the field. His ability to make tough, contested catches and be an absolute nightmare in the red zone is exactly what the Cowboys need. Think about it. Inside the 20-yard line, where the Cowboys have struggled to score at times, Kupp is the kind of player who can take over and make a catch when the game is on the line. He's got that Super Bowl pedigree and would bring a level of clutch to this team that they've been lacking in recent years. The potential impact doesn't stop at just the offense, though. Kupp's leadership would be a huge addition to the Cowboys' locker room. He's been through the grind, he knows how to win big games, and he's a guy who can push his teammates to be better. This is a Cowboys team that's loaded with talent, but adding a player like Kupp, who's been through the highs and lows, would bring the kind of maturity and experience this team needs to make that Super Bowl run. So where do we go from here? The reality is that we're still in the early stages of this trade talk, but this is a serious possibility. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office have always been aggressive when it comes to improving the roster, and this could be the move that propels them into the conversation as one of the top teams in the NFC. The trade market is always unpredictable, but the Cowboys are in a perfect position to make it happen if they want to. But now I want to hear from you, Cowboys Nation. What do you think? Should the Cowboys trade for Cooper Kupp? What would you be willing to give up in exchange for him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear everything you have to say about this potential blockbuster deal. If you're as excited about this trade as I am, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for all the latest Cowboys news, and turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know about every update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.